Okay, friends, you're here with me today. We're gonna go through my closet. We're gonna try on all these clothes here, old clothes. I have just some random clothes. I think I don't know, a mishmash of things. These are some maternity clothes I have to try on. And these are old summer clothes from back in my bodybuilding days when I was extremely lean, but full of active eating disorders. So with my journey, I had to lean into gaining weight to heal my relationship with food. At my leanest, I've gained about 35-ish to 40 pounds because I was stuck in this cycle of health, thinking health was a certain body shape and a certain body size. I, for years, had bulimia, I abused laxatives, I restricted extremely. I mean, I lived every week like it was peak week. And if you know the bodybuilding world, that's like you don't want to do that. I basically screwed up my metabolism so bad that I was crash dieting all the time just to keep that lean body. And I came out of it with severe body dysmorphia, this extreme fat phobic fear of becoming fat or big or obese. And this past year, I had spent healing my relationship with food. And when I say healing my relationship with food, it means I don't have any more good or bad foods. There are no foods up on their pedestals. Food is just food to me. It doesn't have any moral values. Rather, it has values of, is this gonna make me feel good or is this not gonna make me feel good? So I eat now based on how I wanna feel. And during this journey, I have gained 20 pounds in the past year alone. So it's taken me a while to heal this relationship with food, but my mental space is totally freed up now. And as much as I am such a big proprietor of good body image and being positive about yourself and your body, I wanted to document this because I don't always have a positive body image about myself. I don't always think these beautiful, magnificent thoughts like unicorns and rainbows and everything's great and I love this cellulite. It's not always good days. And I wanted to document this to show you that everybody has these bad days. And I do realize that I'm a person of privilege and a medium-sized body. I understand this, but it doesn't mean that I still don't have fears about my body. And those fears will never truly go away. So this is why I'm here. I actually coach people now going through this because it is hard to do by yourself. I had a coach with myself and I believe in coaches. So this is what I do, but I wanted to document this because this is gonna suck. I'm not gonna lie. I might break down and cry a couple times. My body image, like my relationship with my body right now isn't the best at today. Like I have good and I have really bad days. Today it's like meh. So I thought it was a good day to show you. I don't want to come in on this at like a perfectly good day where I just feel great. This is awesome. I wanted to show you guys, even on bad days, how to come back at those gremlins in your head that are saying you're too fat. You're not worthy enough. You have to be a certain size. Lose weight now. You won't be loved. I'm going to tackle those gremlins and I'm going to show you how I do it. So, okay, let's go. Okay, so PSA, I'm trying to angle this just so it's super normal. It's like flat up here. It's not angled a certain way up or down. This is literally like eye height to me right now when I step back like this. I didn't want to make illusions or anything like that. Like, believe me, I know how to pose to look, you know what I mean, super lean, but that's not what this is about. Just like a PSA too, these were my maternity shorts. So I have two boys, ages 2 and 4. And to me, a bigger weight and these clothes meant failure to me. So I had that stigma about them. That's what this was to me. These clothes, my maternity clothes, were failure clothes. I literally almost wrote that down on one of the boxes back in the day because it was always after the baby, get back your body, get your body back. And that was all that was through my head. That was all that I saw on Instagram. Okay, how to get your body back after baby, how to do this, how to do that, how to lose the weight, how to count macros. And I immersed myself in that world and realizing that when I went back to these, and this shirt, I used to have to tie it like this because it was so loose. This, I'm like thinking I need a bigger size, like because now it's not as loose as I'd like it to be. So it just depends on how you like to wear your clothes, but I want to tell you guys that the clothes I'm about to dig into are my maternity clothes. I'm going to start there first. So my first thought, and this, you'll hear this if you've ever worked with me, my first thought, second thought thinking. My first thought is always my most socially ingrained thought. It's the thought of bigger clothes means I've gained weight, which means I've lost control of myself. I'm no longer taking care of myself. I've lost health. I'm not worth health. I'm not worth love. I won't be accepted. So when I hear those words, you know, they kind of flow through my head. And now I'm just like, I can change that thought pattern. I don't have to stay with it. So my second thought is the one that I've been learning throughout these past couple of years trying to heal my relationship with food. My second thought is, these clothes mean freedom. I don't have to think of these clothes as failure clothes anymore. These clothes are my new life. It's like this new body that's 35 pounds heavier. This is like my new home. And even though this home is something totally different than what I'm used to, I'm learning how to love it. I'm learning how to care for it. And when you're trying to make this home really homey and you really want that like good feeling in it, it means you have to put in self-care and self-respect. You have to give it attention, you have to give it love, and you have to give it grace. So one of the hardest things about gaining weight on this journey is learning to accept that weight gain doesn't always mean failure. Like, to me, this is one of the most proudest moments of my life, because even though this wasn't a physical transformation, it was a huge mental transformation. My thoughts are now freed up to where I'm not standing in the mirror for an hour crying, looking at myself because nothing fits and we're about ready to go out and my husband's already in the car and everything's pulling and squeezing and doesn't feel good. We've all had those moments when we've just cried in the mirror and we just thought, I need to lose weight. I'm a failure. I suck. Nobody's gonna love me. I look ugly. I look terrible. I look fat. And you just say all these terrible things to yourself. So let me get this down. I put this on my mirror today. It's probably backwards to you. It says, "This body does not reflect your self-worth." I encourage you to steal this from me. Just a note card. You can write it on the wall with lipstick if you want. Today's gonna be a tough day. I'm probably gonna journal after this and kind of let my feelings out because this is hard for me. I just bought a lot of new clothes last year because even though I gained, I think like 6 or 12 pounds during the summer, I thought that was the end of it. And it wasn't. I had to still keep gaining weight and just saying, I have to accept this, I have to accept this, I have to accept this. This is how I heal my relationship with food. This is how I heal my relationship with food. This is constantly going through my head. So it's gonna be a tough day. This isn't gonna be easy, but this is why you guys are here, because I wanna show you, I wanna normalize this process. Weight gain doesn't always mean failure. This is one of my most favorite dresses. I thought it was so cute. I'm usually not a fan of empire waist things just because it just doesn't fit my body well, but this is okay. I think the shoulders kind of throw it off a bit. So as long as I'm not picking up kids. Do you ever wear these and you're picking up kids all the time and they just keep coming up like this all day or going like this? By the end of the day, I just like leave them up here and I'm like, this is fine. This is fine. Yes, I am keeping my squirrel vest. Thank you very much. Yeah, I still look pregnant in this. I just don't think that tight things around my midsection are gonna be fitting for my shape now. And that's okay. I can totally just, wear things that are a little bit different, but it's just weird to me because my entire life I've had such a small waist, even though I have a bigger butt and bigger thighs. I always have, it's just my genetics, but it's really hard for me right now because I used to just have this waist all the time and I don't now. And this is very difficult for me, but I have to keep remembering, I remember what it was like to keep that small waist and I don't want to go back to that. And I also have to remember, I personally believe I'm at the height of my journey right now to where in a little bit, give me another year to solidify this. And I personally believe that my body's still going to be changing. So, and I don't know which way it's going to go. So, I just have to trust in this process that my body knows what it's doing. I've been telling my body that it can't be trusted. So I've been putting it on diets and telling it, you have to eat at this certain time. You have to eat this meal at this certain time. And I took that trust away with all of the diets, with all the macro counting, only allowing myself a certain amount of calories per day. And that trust just went away from myself. So even though I've been in this journey all in for an entire year, and I kind of dipped my toe in a little bit before that, it's still really hard for me to just keep saying, okay, just keep trusting the process, keep trusting the process. I know eventually my body's going to find, it's going to eventually just sit at a very comfortable, very healthy place for me. So I'm going to trust that my body knows what it's doing right now, and I'm just going to keep moving forward, keep progressing in food freedom, and feeling my body out for what it needs instead of what I think it needs. Okay, so clearly this needs to be ironed, but I mean, be a nice little Sunday dress, I don't know. It is my firm theory that clothes tell a story, which is why we attach an emotional feeling to them. So like with these shorts, I remember getting them, and I have some with teal at the bottom too, which are pretty cool. This is actually like a bike short, and these are supposed to be looser over this. So it's like a peekaboo color, you know? So these, I like things a little bit higher waisted, and clearly if I pull them up, we all know what happens. So I have to wear them down a little bit more, which I'm not super comfortable with because I like things that come right below my belly button, like high-waisted. So I'd have to wear them down like this, which is uncomfortable. And the reason why I talked about clothes telling a story is because, and an emotional attachment that we have with them is because I used to gauge my worthiness, my happiness on how loose the bike shorts got. So after my first son, when I got really lean about a year after I had him, these were like falling off of me and I couldn't put these on anymore. And it actually makes me angry now because every time I think about my kids, I might get a little emotional here, but it would always be about my size. It would never really be about them. My life was taken over by my body and how it looked. And this is why I'm here. Because every time I would think about a certain pair of clothes, I would remember, oh, I could finally fit into these when he was 1. When he was 1.5, I could finally fit into these clothes. It wasn't, oh, he started walking at 16 months. It was, wow, I could fit into these pants. I hate that those are my memories of his ages. Like, I hate that. So, this is what we're working on. We're flipping that switch. I don't want this to take over my life anymore. This is why I'm here. This is why I help women get past this, because I know how you feel when you feel like your life has been taken over by macros and counting and food and body obsession. It's not worth it anymore. It's not. Okay, this is super cute. Another Amazon find. I could wear like a bralette with it or not. This is just like my sports bra. This used to actually be really big on me, and now it actually fits really well. So there's a plus. Silver lining. Gotta find the silver linings. But it's one of those Amazon finds that you're like, hell yeah. Okay, so this black dress, it's okay. I mean, honestly, this is, I think that's just like I think in our heads that we're like, I have to have a flat stomach in a dress. So clearly, I'd probably wear like a body shaper with this, just to kind of keep everything in, because I mean, this is just me just kind of letting it out, and it doesn't look terrible, but I know the lighting is like really making it see-through. It's really not that see-through, but I don't want to wear body shapers anymore. I just like, it's so uncomfortable. You want to talk about pulling, and you're constantly pulling them up and constantly making sure that they're, in the right place, and they're just uncomfortable. I honestly think I'd wear this dress and just like, hey, let this kind of hang out a little bit. So that's just how I'm feeling about it. It's just, I'm so sick of the body shapers. I wear them on select occasions with select things, but very rarely do I wear them because they used to be my life. And it's all about you. Like, if you feel more comfortable in them, by all means, wear them. Wear what's gonna make you feel comfortable. But at the same time, if you're constantly tugging and pulling and doing this, is that really comfort all night? So I guess it's up to you at that point. But for me, like, I totally rock this. I swear it's not as see-through as it is. I'd totally rock this to a wedding. So, you know, there you go. Autonomy. I am not pregnant. Oh, this is hard. Body does not reflect your self-worth. This body does not reflect your self-worth. This body does not reflect your self. Apparently I liked very tight things when I was pregnant. Another off-the-shoulder thing, but this one's a bit looser, and here's where I have trouble. You might be able to relate to this too, but if I wear things that are too tight, it doesn't look good. But if I wear things that are like just a bit too baggy, it looks too tenty, and it doesn't look good either. So I don't know. I gotta find like that comfortable middle of a little bit loose, but not too loose, a little bit more form-fitting too. So let's see what else is in the bag. Okay, so I bought these shorts as like, I think I have them on the right, yes, I do have them on the right way. I bought them as like a postpartum, my workout shorts. And this, again, the size has always been a failure to me. These are my maternity clothes. These are my failure clothes. So I've got to change that wording around in my head. These are my freedom clothes now. Like, I have freedom with these clothes. So I'm trying to go through my head and just think, okay, what is the positive in this, of this weight gain? Because this weight gain is not for nothing. I didn't just lose control and not take care of myself and fall off the wagon and all those diet culture words. I am healing my relationship with food. I am healing my relationship with food. I am gaining weight to heal my relationship with food. This isn't a failure. This is a success. This is a success. So I've got to get that out of my head. Like, those clothes don't mean failure to me anymore. Love these shorts so much. They're so comfortable. They used to be very big on me, even when I was postpartum, and they are not tight, but they were a lot looser. I remember that. But they have pockets, and that makes me happy. So I'm trying to find the silver lining in here. Pockets are wonderful. Okay, friends, these pants, love them. They're so much fun and awesome. And these ones are super cool too. My bombshell sportswear ones. They do not fit anymore. I'm not even gonna try them on because these are a size that I have not been in a couple years since I was bodybuilding. And I know they're not gonna fit, and I love them. This is like the hardest part about getting new clothes, is that the clothes that you did love that don't fit anymore, sometimes you can't find anymore, or you just also don't wanna re-spend that money that you re-spent on clothes. I don't think I said that right, but you get what I mean, right? This is one of the other things, is that the sports bras that I used to wear and that I used to absolutely love don't fit anymore. That sucks. That really. So I used to wear stuff like this, and I mean, I still could now, but I do not feel comfortable in these. Like, that's one of the things, is that, yeah, some of the things you can still wear, but you just don't feel comfortable. You're like, this is not, I'm gonna be like all day long, and you're gonna be sucking it in like this. To me, I don't know. I would not wear this out. I would not feel comfortable in this. These are like way too short, where if I bent over, my butt would be sticking out, and I'm just not comfortable in this. So sorry, bye-bye. I freaking love these pants. Like, I wore them to work a couple times. They're actually beach pants, but I'll wear them however I want to wear them. So the only thing is, I have to wear these lower because, again, it's like my body's taking up more space here and back here. So they're a little bit short. I could definitely use a size up in these. But they're super comfortable and flowy. And they got like this little peekaboo here. They're so cute. I love these. Pretty sure I got these at like the Buckle or something. This used to be one of my most favorite dresses to wear to work. It's really tight in the shoulders, and just the way that this hits, I'm just not a fan of like this right here. It still feels fine, it's okay. It's just, it feels like it's really pulling at the shoulders, and it has pockets though, which every girl right now watching this is like, oh man, pockets are the best in dresses. Okay, back to it. I absolutely love this shirt. I got it when we were going on vacation, and funny thing is, I was 25-ish pounds leaner when I got this shirt. And I was too afraid to wear it because I didn't think that I was lean enough, and I didn't think that my stomach was flat enough. So 25 pounds leaner, and I still wouldn't wear this. And to tell you the truth, it's really comfortable. And I think with the right pair of pants that came up to a certain, part, I actually really dig this. So I'm gonna keep it. And I'm Mexican, but I hate spicy foods. Isn't that crazy? I'm such like a broken Mexican. That's insane. I shouldn't even be wearing this. I'm a fraud. I used to live in this sundress, like live in it. I could wear it to work, dress it up. I could dress it down with flip-flops. But here's why I'm probably going to give it away or set it aside for a while. Because this was not as short on me before. The reason why it's so short now is because my hips and my butt are taking it up a little bit more. I have more circumference here, so it's bringing everything up and making it shorter. So that doesn't make me feel comfortable. And the whole point here is when you are taking care of yourself, when your body is just loaded with self-care, you dress it appropriately. And I don't mean like short shorts, long sleeves, whatever. I mean, you dress it to make it feel good. You don't want to wear things that feel uncomfortable on your body, because then you're going to constantly be thinking about that part of your body. This is a little bit tight right here, and all I'm going to think about is how I have to suck in my stomach and how this just is pushing against the seams a little bit too much. And if that's all I'm thinking about all day, rather than being with my kids, or rather than running around with them or talking to clients, if I'm just focusing on this and how uncomfortable I am, that's all I'm going to think about all day. That's all I'm going to obsess over all day. This is why I tell my clients to put on things that actually fit you. Don't wait until you're this size to buy the certain clothing that you really want. Buy the right size that fits you now, because you're going to enjoy that clothing way, way, way more. So, okay, buy a dress. So again, I could probably get away with this dress. Truth is, it's a little tight through here, and again, I can just feel the seams pushing on it a little bit, and also, it's too short. Like, everything is moving everything up. It's okay if I have to go up a size. Like, this is a certain size, and it's okay if I go up one more size. That doesn't mean I'm a failure. It doesn't mean that I'm not worth help. It doesn't mean that I've given up on myself. In fact, it's the exact opposite. This means I am free. So I actually like this dress. It's got pockets too, which is pretty cool. The only thing is, I'd probably just wear this around, like, it's gonna be 80-ish degrees next week. I live in Michigan, so anything above 70, we are in our flip-flops. Like, we are like walking around in bathing suits. So, it snowed last week. So we're pretty excited about this warm weather. And this is something I could totally bum around in the house in. It's like on Amazon for $12 or something like that. But I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel kind of frumpy. So I do believe that if you're not feeling good in your clothes, you won't feel good in your skin. So on a day where I just want to go run out and play with the kids, like, I feel free. This dress is totally comfortable. Like, you have to weigh those options. Do you want to be comfortable today? Or if this was a smaller size and it was really restrictive, would that be comfort to you? So keep asking yourself, like, what's comfortable? You want to be comfortable, because I feel like I could freaking do a backflip in this. Can't do backflips. But I feel that good in this dress. So it's just so twirly whirly, and it's got pockets. So clearly, yay. All right. I actually really like this dress. Again, just something I can like run around with boys in all day. It's like, I love one pieces, like dresses, because you just toss them on. You don't have to figure out what pants to wear, what tops to wear. It's literally pants and tops, and you're done. Love it. And it's got pockets, so amazing. The only thing is, it's probably, I could definitely use a size up. It's a little bit short back here. I feel like if I bent over, you guys would just see it all. So again, this is one of those where I love it, but it's, a little bit tight on the arms here. I hate these things. This feels a little bit tight, but I used to love this dress. This used to be like my favorite go-to, and now I could probably use a size up. So we'll see. This thing is amazing, and I love it. But it's really tight in the shoulders. I don't know how to feel about this one. It was a Target special. Something I probably just bought and then took it home. It's a little tight through the arms here, but I don't know how I feel about it. It's got pockets, so definite possibility. Okay, I take it back. I can't get out of this thing. I don't know how I would ever go to the bathroom in it. Oh God. Okay, so this is actually a tank top, but it's flowy, and probably use it as like a bathing suit cover up. It's super loose and flowy. It's really comfortable. It's super cute in the back. These used to be my go-to shorts, and they're definitely a bit tight. Like they're that, they still fit, but I'm not gonna keep them around just because they're a smaller size. They're not comfortable. I'm really digging these crop top sweatshirts, but I don't know. I guess that depends on the bottoms that I wear with them, but I really like them. They're not like super crop top, but anything that's super long, like that used to be the style, right? Like the long tanks underneath with like the colors. Come on, who grew up in like the 2000s era, right? But that's like not so much anymore. So I really like this. I think it's like the softest material ever. Truth, I used to wear this to the gym, and not so much anymore. It's just, I do like crop tops, especially like the looser ones like this, but I don't know, I feel like I always have to suck in my stomach with these, and when really it's like my stomach just kind of wants to hang out. So, I mean, this is like super comfortable, but I don't know, maybe with some high-waisted pants. That's so cool, dude.
I saw a flying corn shooter spider.
Oh.
That has a spider on it.
The spider. So these can't even pull up. These are no longer. I got the little guy in here, so if you hear things, he just wanted to come hang out. I love these shirts so much. You know what? I'm a mom of two, and if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, back when I was thinner and leaner, I would have looked at people and said, you're not allowed to wear that because I have this body, like because this isn't flat and because things are kind of like hanging out here. I wouldn't have allowed myself to do that because only fit people can wear this, right? So that was the thought in my head. And now it's like, you know, even though I'm a mom, some people say moms shouldn't be able to wear crop tops or anything like that, but do what makes you feel comfortable. If this doesn't make you feel comfortable, don't wear it, but don't shame other people for wearing it. You know what I mean? It's totally their choices, not yours. So just respect that other people want to do different things with their bodies, and that's okay. Okay, so these shorts used to be like big on me, really big on me, and now they're actually like fitting pretty comfortably. And the one thing about them though is that they definitely show like all of your cellulite right here. I would love to tell you that I love every single part of my body, and the cellulite, I'm happy to have it and everything, but that still makes me uncomfortable if I have these showing right here. Something I'm definitely working on with my self-acceptance and the way I deal with cellulite, because I've had it my whole life. The day of my competition, I saw cellulite on my body, which I was at my absolute leanest, but I saw cellulite on every single girl there. So it just goes to show you we all have it. And I'm learning that it's just a part of myself, and it doesn't have to be disgusting. It doesn't have to be got it's what you portray it to be. So I look at it as it's a part of my body, and this is just who I am. That's how my fascia goes. It's got that fishnet instead of that like flat material. So some people just have more of that, some people don't. So that's why some people used to have cellulite and some people don't. It's just the way that your skin is underneath. So mine just happens to be very cellulite-y. So it's who I am. No matter what weight I got down to, I never got rid of it. So my goal was to always like get rid of the cellulite, but I would literally have been like probably hospitalized to have gotten rid of it at that point. So at this point, I'm getting too old, and I don't mean that in a weird or a bad way, but I'm getting to a point where I just don't care about this stuff anymore as much as I used to. It's still there. Of course, I still care what people think of me. I think everybody does to a certain extent, but it's to the point now to where I have to live my life. I can't let, clothes stop me from living my life. I won't let that happen. I won't let it stop me from playing with my boys or being outside or not being able to take off my cover up to go outside and play with them in the sprinklers in my bikini or my swimsuit. This is about living your life again. It's about accepting yourself where you are. You don't have to love every part of it, but just saying, I accept that I'm here. I accept this part of my journey, and I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna give myself the self-respect it needs, because that's what it means to be healthy, is taking care of yourself. So whatever that means, it's gotta be physical and mental, because you can't have one without the other. That's not complete health. This is like one of my most favorite like sexy dresses. I'm wearing a sports bra, so this is all open right here. And it's got like a pretty sweet back to it. It's a little tight, but it's one of those that it's still, ooh, that goes on the floor. Better not step on anything, that would hurt. It's got these like awesome panels in it. I still feel pretty good and pretty sexy in it, so I'm gonna keep this one. It's definitely one that I'm comfortable in and I feel good in. It makes me feel good. And you gotta have a couple of those in your closet, right? These, I can't even, nope. Okay, so I wore this on our vacation last year. It's a tie thing, so I don't know. It's cute. It's just, I think I need a bigger size. It's just not sitting right here. It's got like a cute little like slit to it, and I think a bigger size would just look a lot better. So, okay, this was again one of my little Amazon finds. Super cute. Again, it's just a little tight through here. I feel you, Tommy. I need a different size. One size bigger. Okay, so I did really like these. They've got like the little peekaboo things. It's kind of like a skirt dress. I could definitely probably, like if I were to rebuy these, I could go to a bigger size, which I probably should. Just because I'm not used to this, like right here. Oh, I think there's an Amazon package here. I hear the dogs barking. Must be my new clothes. Okay, so these, they're just a tad bit tight right here. Like I said, this is hard for me, having this extra stuff here. I'm just not used to it. It doesn't make me a failure. It doesn't make me a failure that I have extra on me here, here, here. I am not any less worthy now than I was when I was 35 pounds leaner. I'm still worthy. This body does not reflect my self-worth. I'm like looking at my mirror right now. So I've got to keep thinking, I am still worthy. Just because I'm going up a size in clothing, nobody knows that. Nobody can read the inside of my clothes. Nobody can say, oh wow, you're this size, unless I tell them. So even if they could read it, even if they did, that doesn't mean that I'm a failure. That doesn't mean that I'm any less of a person. That doesn't make me any less of a mom. It doesn't make me any less of a good wife or a friend or a daughter. It doesn't make me any less of anything. It actually makes me more. I am literally whoever I say I am. So I can be sexy in this larger body, because when I do make this my home, I'm gonna start taking care of it. Taking care of it means feeding it enough food, an adequate amount of food to keep me satisfied throughout the day. It means giving myself nourishment. It means moving my body because I want to feel good, not for punishment or because of what I ate last night. This is all about taking care of myself, and taking care of myself means I got to get bigger sizes. I look at my kids, my toddlers, right? Like, I wouldn't deny that my littlest, he's 2 and he's about to go into 2Ts. And I wouldn't deny him and say, no, I need to keep you in 24 months. Like, all of you parents know what I'm talking about. When you get to that 24-month stage and they're getting bigger and growing out of their clothes, and you're just like, oh, he's not a baby anymore. He's becoming like a real big boy in 2T things. And you're kind of just like, but I don't want you to get out of 24 months yet. You know, you could still wear the cute onesies and all, like, you could still shop in the baby section, but you wouldn't deny them clothes just because you want them to stay that size. So here's my thing. Accept your body like you would accept your child growing up. You wouldn't love your child only when he or she is good, right? Accept your body. Learn to respect it first, then accept it. And then the love will eventually follow. This is one of those romper swimsuit cover-ups, and I can't even, nope. Okay, so now I'm moving on to everything in my closet. So a lot of these don't fit, but I still keep things in there. We all do it, don't we? Yuck. Super comfortable. I just don't think this is flattering. Oh. This was one of those super cool Amazon finds. I think it's really pretty. It has a little tight. I probably need to go up a size for sure. it's still fits pretty nice. I don't know. It's on the fence. You know what? It's pulling here. Nope. It's just gonna bother me all day. Self-care, comfort. Self-care is comfort. This used to be really big on me, and it's not anymore. It's okay, 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 it's okay. The people that love me don't care what size I am. Really into like the baggier pants. I just think like the, not baggier, what are they called? Like gaucho pants? God, do you remember those things? Ugh. I don't know, maybe this is more of an updated version, but like, they're so just fun and comfortable, and I don't know, I just, comfort right now, feels good. They sit a little bit lower for sure, but it's something that I can handle because they're looser here. These pants actually feel really comfortable. I would totally just rock these with a tank top outside, hanging out with the boys. Super cool. This was one of the coolest things I found on Amazon. This is a bathing suit cover up, but I wore it to work one day with obviously things underneath it. My husband's family owns a jewelry store, so sometimes I go and work for them when they need me, and it's super fun. Wait for me to dress up, but I wore this one day. It was so cool. It's like, it's awesome. Shoot, dang, I'd wear this out. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so clearly I have to wear pants on underneath this, but this is like a fun little, I don't know, thing if I like belted it and, or just wore it loose like this. I don't know. We'll see, with some pants might be cool. I don't know. I might keep it. This like definitely comes open more here. My hips are wider. This is just a lot different now. This is way different. I probably won't be able to wear this dress again. And that's okay, because I can always go back and get a bigger size if I wanted to. But right now, this is not comfortable for me whatsoever. These pants are actually really comfortable. I bought these when I was pregnant, and they're just really cool. They definitely support the bounce and the jiggle. So anytime I move, it's like boom, boom, you know, that material. So I think that would be the only thing that would make me feel uncomfortable. Other than that, they're super just lightweight and comfy. I mean, just like wear these around the house, or just kind of if I'm going out, I don't know, they're just comfortable. Okay, I can't even get this dress on. It's supposed to be like a high-waisted like thing like this, but this was one of my favorite dresses. So here's the thing, at first the skirt fits, and then when I walk, it slowly rides up. So this is a no. I just have to keep remembering, like, these clothes are a part of my past. I am starting something new, which means I get to buy new clothes, and I get to start something fresh and new with my new freedom clothes. I gotta start thinking, like, these are old clothes. This is your old life. Do you remember how unsustainable that life was, and how obsessed you got over your body and every single morsel you put into your mouth? I don't wanna live like that anymore. I'm done. This is starting over. This is something new. Weight gain does not always mean failure. I literally just bought these a couple months ago. I can't. This was my sexy skirt when we went to Vegas last November. And that's a big no. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, a lot of this isn't about that the clothes just don't fit anymore. It's that I really liked these clothes, and you know, it's like I just gotta find, it's like breaking up with a boyfriend. It's never easy. It's always hard, right? And like, you know, you're gonna find somebody new, and you know that you're gonna find somebody better for you. But you know, you think of all the good times, but I gotta think about the new memories that I can make with new clothes. And these are just clothes. They don't define my personality. They don't define my self-worth. I get to do that. That's the coolest part about it. So, one of the super comfortable pencil skirts. Still a little bit of fluff here, but this is really comfortable. I would totally rock this with like a little shirt tied up here. Somebody teach me how to do the ties and the shirts. I cannot figure that out without doing like a stupid little hair tie in there. Somebody tell me. So I do have to say something. I am very privileged to have all these clothes. I also have to say something else. I am a hoarder and I don't like to get rid of things. So some of these things are 10 years old. I don't get rid of clothes. This is a big step for me in many ways. This is what I have to wrap my head around. So these shorts to me were always like at my biggest. Like I remember being like extremely just in a very much so bigger body back before I was bodybuilding, after college, kind of the in-between state when I really wasn't sure what I was doing with my life, going out and partying all the time, not taking care of myself at all, not working out at all. Just that part of your life where you're just having no self-care and you think that that's what food freedom is, but that's not it at all. It's weird because even though I'm in these shorts again, and they fit like a little bit tighter than I thought they would fit, I don't feel like my body is as big as it is in my head. That's the body dysmorphia talking. That's like, that those thoughts in your head that are saying like, no, your body's huge. You're definitely big. You're large. You're, you shouldn't be wearing shorts like that. What are you doing? Your cellulite's going to be showing. Your butt's too big. You got this hanging over here. Like all these like gremlins in your head that talk like that. And the truth is, I actually feel better in my body now, even though I'm in a size where the size has always meant failure to me. The size has always meant that I'm not good enough. I don't feel that way anymore. Like I still work out. I mean, probably 4 to 6 days a week. I still eat really nourishing foods that take care of my body, but I also add in satisfaction. I'm taking care of myself right now. My body is going to naturally fall where it's going to fall. I still don't think my body is at the weight that it's fallen at yet. I truly and honestly think my body still has some more work to do. And if that means going up a little bit more or going down a little bit more, I have to be okay with either or, because I do not want to go back to that life of restricting and extremely strict rules around food and my body. That was no way to live for me, and I lived that life for too long. So I'm gonna enjoy these shorts. This is what makes me sad. I bought like, I don't know, 3 pairs of these shorts last year. None of them fit anymore. So they're my golf shorts and I was feeling really good in them and not so much anymore. So it's okay. It's okay. If I'm being completely honest with you, I absolutely hate golf clothes. I think the golf clothes they have out for women right now suck. They're just ugh. But you gotta try and figure it out. I have a lot of smaller sizes in shirts. This one's actually really comfortable. This skirt, I gotta get rid of it. I need the next size up 100%. I could wear it, but it's just not comfortable. It digs in and I just don't like that feeling and constantly pulling it up. So golf clothes are hard. I bought this shirt just last year. It's tight. It used to fit me like perfectly and it's tight. So, just bought these clothes. I think that's what's the most frustrating part. So, it's okay though. New clothes, new journey, and like I said, I'm lucky enough to be able to have these clothes. And the cool part is I can donate these. I'm not gonna try and like sell them, make money off of them. Some of them are like nicer clothes, but I just wanna, if I can like give this to somebody else in need, that would also make me feel good. Like these clothes are gonna go to somebody else and create new memories for them, which is so cool. So, nope. Doesn't feel comfortable. Some of these things like just fit really nice still, and it just feels good. I'm noticing I'm liking more of the looser things with sleeves. So clearly there's still some body image issues that I'm working through, but I will tell you they are a billion times better than what they were even just a year ago. So it's progress. This isn't gonna happen overnight. It's something you constantly have to tell yourself, like my body does not equal my self-worth. And I thought this was money, but it's a receipt. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's a movement going around right now of people sitting down and letting just things naturally happen. And I'm a big believer in that movement because I always follow the people on Instagram that just posed so perfectly and they just looked so perfect. And I was always killing myself because I never looked like that. I didn't know that they used filters. I didn't know that they posed a certain way. I thought they looked that way all the time. So I just want to let you know, like, let's start normalizing our bodies. I think when you fill your feed of Instagram, when you can fill your feed with positive people that are going to help you, and not say, well, why don't you look like this? Like, see, I'm eating pizza. This is so cool. And really, that's like the only thing they had all day, right? Like, let's normalize the cellulite. Let's normalize things on our bodies because these are our bodies and this is our home. Like, we live in these bodies. Like, this is the only one we will ever get. So I think if we start taking care of it instead of hating it, we're gonna start to see some changes that are gonna happen mentally and physically. And I think the mental ones are gonna far outweigh the physical ones. Okay, so here's why I'm a big proprietor of wearing things that are making you feel comfortable. So clearly this shirt is really, it's tight, but it's actually really stretchy and it's comfortable. But because I'm wearing pants or skirt that's just a bit too tight, it's giving me this. And this doesn't make me feel comfortable at all. If I would have got these in a bigger size, then it wouldn't pull in as much. But yet we're so scared to go up to that bigger size. It's like, to us, that size means failure. And when really it's just all made up in our heads. Like, literally nobody's gonna come and take you away in handcuffs because you bought a bigger size. Nobody's gonna come up to you and be like, nope, that's a bigger size. I can see it, I know it. Nobody can take away your self-esteem. Keep working on it. You have that power within you. You create your own happiness. You create your own self-esteem. So wear clothes that feel good, that fit you. And it's okay to say goodbye to some of your favorite ones that you just don't really fit you anymore. It's okay. You're gonna get newer clothes. You're gonna get clothes in a bigger size that are gonna fit your body, and you're gonna be happier. You're gonna live a happier life because those clothes aren't you anymore. Here it is, the aftermath. Okay, so a couple things I need to point out in this journey. So I did this first because yes, summer is coming and I need clothes that are gonna fit me and that are gonna feel good. I'm very happy that I did because looking through my closet now, I have a sense of peace. Doing this, going through your old clothes, keeping that one pair of pants that you're just like, one day I'm gonna fit in them again. One day I'm gonna fit in them again. And I literally had a pair of pants in there for like 10 years and I never wore them. And even when I could fit into them at my leanest, I still just wasn't, that confident in them. So that just goes to show you, it's all up here. Everything that you're feeling, your clothes are telling a story. And sometimes they're gonna say, hey, I'm too tight. You need to buy a bigger size. You're not a failure if you buy a bigger size. You have to understand, I have to understand, my self-worth is not wrapped up in the size of my clothes. My self-worth is not dependent on fitting into a certain size jeans. I think this is hard for most of us because our entire lives we've been taught, be smaller, be smaller, be smaller. Your self-worth is in a smaller size. I mean, I grew up, and I'm sure all of you did because our parents were just doing the best that they could, but I grew up with the women in my life, be smaller, be smaller, be smaller, always on diets. Okay, gotta have a flat stomach. Okay, gotta have nice legs. And now all these things kind of come up to you as, well, this to me equals self-worth. But it's a rule that's made up in our heads. What we don't realize is we have so many of these made up rules in our heads around food, around our bodies. Nobody can tell us our self-worth except us. If we go around thinking that we're not worthy or that we're not healthy unless we're in a smaller size, then we're gonna think that. Then we're gonna exude that. Then our bodies are gonna tell that story. It's gonna tell it in our posture. We're gonna slump down lower because we don't feel like we belong in society. We feel like we don't belong here because we're in a bigger size. And this is all, frankly, it's made up. These are the stories that we're telling ourselves. And it truly comes from like a lifetime of dieting. I started diets when I was 16 years old, and I don't really think I ever stopped. And it's one of those things where you just kind of have to look back and say, this isn't real. I am not a terrible mom. I'm a very good mom. I'm not a terrible wife because I'm in a bigger size. I'm a great wife. My personality is still rocking. I love who I am, and I can say that with full force. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but that's fine. I don't need to be, because I am happy being myself. I can authentically be me. It's not easy every day. And especially when you do something like this, where we're all gonna go through our summer clothes. We're all gonna try everything on and think, shit, this doesn't fit anymore. But if you're like me and you have clothes that you've had for forever, I think about even 5 years ago, the clothes that I had, and I'm like, I don't fit into these anymore. And I don't listen to the same music that I listened to 5 years ago. I don't have the same hair that I did 5 years ago. I don't have the same life I did 5 years ago. I wouldn't have my kids if it was 5 years ago. So I look back and I think these clothes were from my past. And this is such good closure to say goodbye. It's okay. I don't need you anymore. Go make somebody else happy. And I'm very happy to do that. And I'm very grateful that I have the ability to do that. I am extremely blessed and grateful for all that I have. And my body shape does not lessen my value as a person. All right, friends, I hoped this helped you. I am in super comfy clothes now, and I just feel so good being in clothes that fit me. That was hard, going through that, just going through these clothes that I used to be able to wear. But, you know, I gotta think, this is a new step in my life. I don't expect to be the same size my entire life. In fact, my body's gonna change, and that's okay. It's okay if your body is changing right now. It's okay if your body isn't exactly where you want it to be. But if you do think, yes, I still want to lose weight and I want to be in a smaller size, then I urge you to ask yourself why. If it's to feel good and to feel healthy and to feel more confident, just feel good about yourself, then what does weight loss really have to do with that? Because if you're taking care of yourself, if you're moving your body for nourishment and care, and because you want to feel good because it gives you energy, and if you're eating foods that are going to make you feel good and energized, and you're eating to satisfaction, and you're stopping at a place that's comfortable for you, not comfortable for your diet, then isn't that health? Isn't that self-care? I mean, think about it like you would take care of a newborn or a dog. You feed it. You take it for walks outside. You clothe it properly. You're not going to put your kid in something that's way too small for them just because you don't want them to grow up to be a bigger size. We need to take the same self-care that we do in our pets and our animals and our kids and put it into ourselves. It's like we treat ourselves the worst because we know that we're always going to be here. But the truth is, like, we're getting sick of ourselves. We're getting sick of the punishment, and we're getting sick of the force. It's time to start respecting ourselves, letting our bodies take the lead here. Because I am living my best life right now. I am eating for satisfaction and for nourishment, and I am taking care of myself. I am giving myself rest when it needs rest. I am pushing myself when I need to push myself. I know my body like the back of my hand now, and I absolutely love it. So that was a little bit challenging for me, and not every day is going to be great and rainbows and sunshine, but I just hope this helped normalize that weight gain isn't always a terrible thing. You can empower yourself. You have the choice to be happy or not. It's because of your standards. If your standard is you're not good enough unless you're a certain size, then yeah, you're not ever going to be happy. And even when you get to that size, that perfection bar is going to move, and you're going to want to be a smaller size. Friends, I urge you to go into your closets. Take out the things that don't fit you anymore, because every time you look at them, it's only making you think about those clothes even more. And my guess is that those thoughts aren't good thoughts. Those thoughts are more than likely, why can't I fit into these anymore? Why is my willpower so bad? Why can't I stick to diets? So stop those negative thoughts in your head because they're not helping you. They're self-destructive. They're old habit loops of why aren't you fitting into this? Why can't you wear this anymore? And that's not helpful. We need to look forward. We need to look to the future. We're not living in our past anymore. Those clothes are our past. Get rid of them. They serve no purpose anymore. And if you were able to fit into them again, what would change? How would your life change? Would you become richer? Would your life magically be better? We think a certain size will make us happy, when really taking care of ourselves is going to make us happiest. Living our lives in a non-obsessive way around food and our bodies is going to make us the happiest. Talking to ourselves in the mirror like we actually love and care about ourselves is going to make us the happiest, not the size of our clothes. Your body shape and your body weight are the least important things about you. This is something I have to keep telling myself. I am worth so much more than the number on the scale and the tag in my pants. I am powerful, and so are you.